Welcome to the third module. In this module, I'm going to show you guys how to create pins and of course a couple tricks to make sure that our pins are going to perform as best as possible. And in this first video, I want to go over the different types of pins that we have within Pinterest. And of course, we all know the standard pin, just like the one that you make them with a title and a description, but we also have rich pins, and rich pins contains more info. Pinterest actually takes the information from your website through metadata and shows it at the pin. And of course, Pinterest prefers rich pins and therefore ranks you higher. Now, there are a couple different types of rich pins. We have blog article rich pins, we have recipe pins and product pins, and we can all we can use the article pins and the product pins to generate sales. Now, product pins we obviously use when we advertise, but we can also create them to generate organic sales. And we can also use the blog article pins to generate sales, which I'm going to show later in this organic course. And first, I want to show you guys what this looks like. So on the left, we have a normal pin with not much information, and on the right we have the rich pin with the blog title, the account, the actually first sentences of the blog. At the top you can see the impressions, so it just shows a lot more information. And this is what a recipe pin looks like. So again, the text from the website is imported, but also the ingredients and the time that it takes to make this recipe. So that's really handy. And finally, we have the product pin where we see the product title, the price, and the product description. So of course, if you already started with the advertising course, you know what these product pins look like. And to make sure that you can actually create rich pins, we need to go to this URL, developers.pinterest.com/tools/URL debugger, and here we can validate our domain to see if we can actually make rich pins. And with Shopify, there is an automatic integration. So when we copy our URL and we click validate, you can see we can create rich pins. So with Shopify, most of the times this goes automatically. Now, if you're not using Shopify or for some reason you don't get the approval here, then go to this link right here, developers.pinterest.com/docs/richpins/overview. And here you can see how to set this up. It's not that difficult. You just need to make a connection between Pinterest and your store, and make sure that Pinterest can take the metadata from your website. And if you're using WordPress, then I believe it's fairly easy to do this with Yoast, the plugin. And if you're using any other software, just look what you need to do here. You just need to, most of the time, you just need to add a piece of code to your website, and then Pinterest can actually take the metadata from your website and start creating rich pins. And this is something you just need to make sure that you have, because it, like I said, helps with ranking you higher.